From Champs Event Center in Jackson, Tennessee, Worthy Road Studios presents Championship Boxing from Jackson. It's Hub City Fight Night, presented by Champions Enterprise, Lido, and Team Ingram's Rayford Collins Jackson Boxing Club. I'm Steve Beverly to bring you the blow-by-blow of our main event. Derrick "Soja" Murray from St. Louis against Dan Abram from Kansas City. Not Dan Abrams, the guy who is the host of On Patrol Live, but Dan Abram. These are two smaller guys. Murray is going to check in at 5'7". He's 35 years old. Abram is the guy that's in the corner, in the blue corner, 5'5", 31 years old. And making his way to the ring is Murray, Derrick Murray, who's also known as Soja Murray. And this is the last of our three bouts here on Hub City Fight Night. And there is a lot of commotion going on behind us as Murray is getting ready to go to the ring. Both of these guys are veterans in their 30s. And in the bout just before this one, we had a one-round TKO for Vashawn Champion, the 25-year-old from Dayton, Ohio. And now here is our main event. This will be a 6-round bout. And in the black and silver trousers, that'll be Dan Abram. And Murray, who definitely hit the ring with confidence. He is wearing, with white trim, he is wearing the what looks like blue velvet trousers. And we've had an enthusiastic crowd here tonight at Champs Event Center, and let's go to the ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to our main event of the evening. Here in Jackson, Tennessee, Fight Night. We have boxing out of the blue corner with the black trunks and gray stripes representing community boxing out of Kansas City, Kansas, Don Pretty Chocolate Abram. Dan Pretty Chocolate Abram. His opponent boxing out of the red corner, representing World Center Boxing Gym out of St. Louis, Missouri, Derrick "Soja" Murray.
And the referee will be giving the instructions to the two fighters, and we will be going into this one, 6 3-minute rounds. And if you look at the crowd here tonight, the big advantage would definitely be for Murray, who's out of the red corner. You got 3 judges that are evaluating this one. And there we go for round 1. And we're doing this on a Saturday night, and it's just like it used to be years ago when we had the Saturday night fights on ABC every week with Don Dunphy calling the play-by-play. I'm Steve Beverly, and I'm going to be calling the blow-by-blow here from Jackson, Tennessee. And we've already had 2 outstanding bouts. And these two guys, the first round, are typically going to be measuring each other in a 6-round bout, but looking a little bit on the aggressive side was Abram. Murray has, and that one going down. I think it was a slip. Yeah, it's not a knockdown. He slipped. So here we go. You just have to be careful of that sometimes whenever you hit that point and you're making a duck away from the guy, and none of those blows have had a great deal of authority. And you can hear a lot of the enthusiastic fans right behind us. And these guys have been waiting about 2 hours to go on tonight. And getting a left inside, now going for some body blows. Abram is taking more of the aggressiveness in this first round. And he goes in, misses with those three, tried a left and right combination. Murray begins to try to rally, ducked out of the way of a couple of punches. And both of them missed with a combination. You get to this point in your career, and the key thing at this stage of the game is playing, in a sense, with defensive boxing as much as anything else. They've been around. Both of them came up the ranks in Golden Gloves before they got to this point. And they made it here in a situation where this has been icy, snowy weather all throughout the Mid-South, up around St. Louis and the area of Kansas City where these two guys are from. And just for them to be here tonight for this bout has actually been a cause for celebration. And up against the ropes. And they're trading some body blows there and then finally get their way out before the referee. And we got about 15 seconds remaining in this first round. And Ellis going heavy after Murray. And that's the end of the first round. So that one was a relatively even one. Now, the judges hand their card to the referee after each round. So they will be marking this all the way through. And the 6 rounds is going to be on majority rule of the judges. We had one draw in an exhibition match, and then we had a TKO earlier tonight. So this has been one where we've had a little bit of everything and a little bit of different styles of talent. These two guys, veterans that they are, you're probably going to be seeing them go for more body blows in these early rounds than going to the head, because both of them are smart enough to know you can leave yourself defenseless for just a quick second. So we're about set for round 2. They're about to ring the bell, and here we go. And going right in for a left jab was Ellis. And Murray trying to counter, ducked away. Circling to his right. And strong exchanges to the body. And Ellis again, more of the aggressor, throwing more punches. He has 4 years of added experience. And the ref's going to probably have to get in there and break this one apart. Nope, they do it themselves. And long reach with that left jab by Murray. And Ellis dodges away. Took one to the left cheek. And again, this one has been relatively even so far. The early flurry was from Ellis, and then countering was Murray. And watch that combination. He tried to come back after the right with a left to the cheek, but smart veteran that he was, Ellis, pardon me, there he goes in again. Abram having to duck out of the way. And once again, Abram more of the aggressor. Pounding to the head again. And this has been much more of an intentional exchange that we've seen between Murray and Abram in this round. Abram going to the defense with his hands up. And he tries to counter to the body once again. We're about 2 minutes into this round. That one didn't have as much authority as it looked on camera. And that one goes to the right cheek. 30 seconds remaining in this second round. And Murray again trying a combination. He tried to swing in with a right cross, but Abram smartly dodged away from it. And we got 10 seconds left in the round. And it's 2 down and 4 to go. So it's been pretty well on even terms. Judges are handing their cards to the referee. And we talked to promoter Lamont Ingram, and he told us that he is hopeful of having another card here at Champs Event Center in the spring, probably in March or April. So keep abreast of that, because if he does, Worthy Road Studios will more than likely be here to bring it to you right here on YouTube. And here we go, and the reason I keep looking around is I keep trying to see if we've got any other activity going. And now they have, we'll show you how everything is going now. All right, here's the referee. All right, he's bringing them together. And apparently we're going to resume after a 15-minute delay of the ilk that you almost never see in boxing. And they are going into a flurry right now. None of those blows had any kind of authority as far as they're connecting, but getting one that glanced off of the left cheek of Murray and more aggressively pursuing on the inside is Abram. He's trying to go for the body blows and went in for a left hook. And again, going to the body. Murray having to circle his way out of it. We are, believe it or not, in the third round of a scheduled 6-rounder. Murray measuring Abram. Abram has that look on his face like he has been through the wars. And he tries to rally after that glancing left. And another good left. And Murray connects to the head. Abram backing away. And Murray getting a lot of support from the fans who are right here beside us. He went for a right cross, and Abram ducked out of the way. And we got about a minute left in this third round. And again, most of these are measured blows. They're not having a lot of authority as far as connecting. And they're coming right over our vantage point. Again, some measuring blows that did not connect to the head. If it looked as though it did, it's just simply because of the camera angle, but it did not. And Abram again going to the chest. Tried to get one in on the ribs. And we're about the last 15 seconds of the third round. And they're going up against the ropes once again. That was a pretty good one that connected with the solar plexus. And he tried to go in for one on the head, and Abram ducked out of the way. And that's the end of the third round. And let's hope we don't have the equivalent delay here as the judges turn in their cards. As we begin to hear a little bit more of energy coming on here. And the fans are chanting Soldier. And they've definitely gotten behind Murray from St. Louis. As we continue to listen to We Will Rock You in the background, we have an unofficial chorus behind us that has chimed in with that. And here we go. We're about ready for round 4. Once again from Champs Event Center in Midtown Jackson. And again, like we saw in the third round, they're both starting out with a flurry. Intense expression on the face of Murray. We've had no knockdowns in this one. This has been one of those workmanlike, grueling bouts. You haven't had that one big blow that could turn the tide of this fight. And again, Abram is looking somewhat defensive. He's keeping the hands up. Murray is somewhat leaving himself open to jabs like that, although that one was not packed with an extraordinary punch. And trying to move in with a right-left combination, but did not connect well, was Abram. And they again go with a flurry, but none of those have had a great deal of intensity to them. We've got about a minute left here in round 4 of this scheduled 6-rounder. Again, as we say, the longest hiatus between 2 rounds that I've ever seen in a boxing match to make some ring repairs. And the big thing for Abram, who is the younger fighter, is trying to maintain his stamina here. Murray, who perhaps looks younger, is 4 years older than Abram. He goes in again to the solar plexus. But this is largely almost a wash the way we're seeing as far as blows that are really connecting. Now, he tried to go in for a couple of left jabs. And Abram trying to retaliate, pushing him back a bit. And we've got 20 seconds left in the round. And you don't really know how much that 15-minute delay affected either fighter, having to wait so long between the second and third rounds. 10 seconds remaining. And they're both just dodging away from the other. And that's round 4.
Jackson 20, Jackson, Tennessee, 2024. Action don't stop. Main event.
Now, we want to remind you again that Worthy Road Studios brings you extraordinary sports production. It is the recognized leader in sports production for streaming in West Tennessee, and they will be bringing you continued Union University basketball. They'll bring you sports from Bethel University. Also, University School of Jackson, Trinity Christian Academy, and Jackson Christian School. All of their sports will continue to be on Worthy Road Studios, and as we always call ourselves, the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. So be sure to check your schedule, your YouTube channel here for Worthy Road Studios for all of the action that we have in sports for you in West Tennessee. We're about ready to go with round 5, and the bell sounds. The trend in this fight is for these two guys to go into some flurries early, and then they back off. And that was pretty much a standoff between the two of them. Murray went in for a couple of jabs, one fairly connected and the other one did not. And they go back over here into the white corner. This has been really what you would call a grinder of a fight. Each man trying to wear the other down with body blows and then trying to see if they can reach in, get his defenses down, but it hasn't really happened for that one big blow in this fight. And again, both of them have slowed the pace here in round 5. And the referee will break them apart. Abram keeps the hand up, left his body open a bit. Again, another blow into the rib cage area. This is going to be a difficult one for the judges. And the referee orders them apart. Got about a minute and a half left in this 5th round. And a flurry of exchanges that went nowhere. And again, another one of those measuring left jabs on the part of Murray. Again, Murray is in the blue trunks, and in the black and silver is Abram. And they take a temporary timeout because he lost his mouthpiece. Now they've repaired it, and here they go. And they're locked up once again, and that one's not going to go much of anywhere. He went after one, and once again, you've had another loss of the mouthpiece. That's the second time, about 20 seconds apart. All right, 10 seconds remaining in the round. And he goes in for a right that basically connected with the back. And so we've completed 5 rounds, 1 more to go. So the big question is going to be which one of these guys can absolutely outlast the other. And to be honest with you, the difficulty that the judges are going to have if we don't have some kind of a knockdown in the 6th round is trying to determine round by round. And that's one of the reasons that the cards are turned in each round, is so that each one of them can be judged on their own, not compared to the previous round. It's like completely wiping the slate clean in a new round because that is how you actually determine performance on a round-by-round situation. But this has been really a fun evening here tonight. We thank promoter Lamont Ingram for everything he's done to make this happen, and also it's been great for us to be with you on Worthy Road Studios, and Steve Beverly here as we get ready for the 6th and final round between Dan Abram and Derrick Murray. And here we go. And they swing one around, and it goes into the ribcage area once again. This, I mean, it could happen in any segment. This just does not look like one of these bouts that's going to have a knockdown. Almost a slip. And Murray tries to rally with a flurry of 3 punches, and he's got him backed off into the corner. But Abram works his way out of it. Going for a left and a counter left that misses on the part of Abram. And we've got about a minute and a half left in the bout. So if they're going to impress the judges, it's got to happen here. And I will tell you, we have no way of knowing what the judges have decided up until this point. And I would be very hesitant to give you a guess. Now he's backing Murray into the corner, but they're locking up once again. Referee gets them apart. And we're getting close to the final minute in this one. And that one was a right cross that stung just a bit. And going back to the ribs once again, and the official may have to pull them apart again. Not much time remaining. And Murray is getting the energy from his crowd once again, but he's not being able to capitalize on it in the ring. Referee pulls them apart once again. And there he goes. That was a pretty good left on the part of Abram. And he ducks away from an exchange from Murray. And here we go. Murray tries a wild one, but ducking out of the way was Abram. And we're getting under 30 seconds remaining. And in fact, we're getting close to the 10-second mark as they go back into that corner once again, and there's not really going to be any time. 10 seconds to go. And it would have to be a major turn of events, and he just lost the mouthpiece once again. And that ends it. That's your 6th round, and now we wait on the decision of the judges. We never really had a blow in that fight. We never really had a blow that was one that you could say was a game changer or would have turned the corner for anyone. So they will tally the judges' decisions, and we'll find out who your winner is on this final one. The main event of the evening between Derrick Murray and Dan Abram. So the ring is filling up full of people as Murray goes over to give a pat on the back to Abram and to all of his handlers. So on an icy night, they managed to get in a 3-bout card, and that's almost a modern miracle considering the fact that with the temperature still hovering down in the single digits, there are still icy spots on the road, although most of the main roads in Jackson are passable right now. But this one is going to go down in my memory, to be candid with you. This is going to go down in my memory for that 15-minute hiatus between the second and third round to repair the turnbuckle and get the ropes tightened once again. And the referee is about to bring both of these fighters together. They're trying to get the gloves off of Abram. And here we go.
Give these two boxers another round of applause for our main event tonight. Way to go, guys. Our judges have come to a decision. A unanimous decision for your winner. Boxing out of the red corner.
Derrick Murray gets a unanimous decision of the judges. And he's got his followers over here who are very happy about that decision.
All right, Derrick Soldier Murray, 6 rounds. The rope breaks in the middle of the boxing match. You have to continue through that. So take us through this boxing match and what was going through your mind.
What was going through my mind was pacing myself. I knew he would come down and lay down, so I know I was in for a fight. So the first 2 rounds, I had to fill them out. You know what I'm saying? Pace myself a little bit, see what I had to do the next couple rounds.
All right, and that's how it worked out for you. A good fight. Soldier Murray, St. Louis, another win today, 6 rounds.
Hey, I want to thank my opponent for coming out, putting up a good show. I want to most definitely thank the promoter, my manager, Steve, Ray, Carl, all my fans, all my new fans, and everybody from Tennessee. Appreciate all y'all.
One love, man. Soldier Murray, St. Louis, Missouri. Good show, my man. Great show.
So Derrick Murray is your winner, and he's coming out to meet his fans. And that wraps it up, the unanimous decision for Derrick Murray over Dan Abram in one that was a grinder of a fight. It's been our joy to be with you for these 3 bouts for Hub City Fight Night, and we hope to be with you again soon with another round of championship boxing from Jackson. And, of course, my man Gary directing tonight, and Paul Schulze, our executive producer, who is also on cameras. It's been great to be with them, as it always is on Worthy Road Studios. And so until we're with you for our next event, this is Steve Beverly saying thanks for being with us. This has been a presentation of Worthy Road Studios Sports, and so long from the great Hub City of West Tennessee.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.